Avatar Kuruk. Really cool card art for him. Opponent gets to draw for turn. He does have 9 mana available. And also start attacking with our Restless Anchorages as well. I guess we can go ahead and sort our hand a little bit. 0 point. So guys, let's I'm not sure he'll be too happy with this. Let's hit him with the It'll Quench Ya. We get to create a spirit token, so go ahead and pay the 2. It's tax season, boy. Alright, he paid the 2. Let's see if he can do it again. Create the spirit token and hit him with the voice line. And opponent, you do choose to pay the 2. Can you do it for a 3rd time in a row? Let's hit him with the voice line, guys. Oh my gosh, how toxic was that just now? I got to create 3 tokens with that as well. And I mean, next turn for your kill spell, we just have a hard counter spell. We drew a stock up, which is really nice. Let's see what we find with stock up. And do you play any more creatures? You don't. So I just honestly, I want to keep all these cards in my hand, because then we're milling him for the maximum amount, even though he is down to 26. We have 9 in hand. I guess we can play a land, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, guys. We've got this one in the bag, so that is 3 of the Aang's icebergs that we've seen. Does he play another one? That is a possibility, but we do have 3 steps ahead into another 3 steps ahead. He's going to sack that one to scry. But, I mean, if you keep it on top, you're just going to lose it. So, I can dig it. I can dig it. He does. He likes one of them. Yeah, you don't get the map tokens anymore, so you actually don't get to pump up your bat. And yeah, the card that you kept on top, what is it? What did you like so much? It's right behind this Aang's iceberg. Hey there, neighbor. Welcome to another MTG Arena Standard video, and today we have a blue-white, so Azorius colors deck for you, and we're going to be winning with just 2 creatures from the new Avatar set. One of them is just 1 copy of the Legend of Kuruk. For 4 mana, we get an enchantment saga. Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 say scry 2 and then draw a card. Chapter 3 says exile this saga and then return it to the battlefield under our control. And the flip side is Avatar Kuruk, and he is 4 power, 3 toughness. Whenever we cast a spell, we get to create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token. With this token, it can't block or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. And we can also then Waterbend 20 with an exhaust cost as well. So you can activate this ability only once, and Waterbending 20 is quite a bit. But if we do, then we do get to take an extra turn after this one. And then the other creature we're playing with is Wan Shi Tong, the Librarian. We get a 1 power, 1 toughness, flying vigilance bird spirit. And we can pay X, where when we do pay X, we put that many +1/+1 counters on Wan Shi Tong, and then we draw half of X rounded down. So if we choose X for 2, then half of that is just 1. If we do X for 3, then half of that is 1.5, but you round that down. So ideally, you do want to be hitting even numbers with this, because that's how you get the most value out of the X cost. But that is a really, really good ability. And then on top of that, it says whenever an opponent searches their library, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on Wan Shi Tong and then draw a card, which if you guys have watched the series, the opponent searching their library basically means you get a card from your library as well. So you get some wisdom in return for the opponent searching their library as well. And we can force the opponents to look at their library if we hit them with a demo field. That's a little bit of a combo right there. But yeah, Wan Shi Tong, that is really going to be our finisher card. We hope to survive until the late game and then pump quite a bit of X into the Wan Shi Tong cost. So we can maybe have a, 5 power, maybe 6 power, 7 power creature. 7 is quite a bit because you need 9 mana in total, but that is how we plan on closing out the game as well. And we do need to survive until the late game. So to, of course, help us with that, in the 3, 4, and 5 mana slot, we have Pinnacle Starcage. gets rid of every creature with mana value 2 or less, so that does get rid of Wan Shi Tong, so you need to be careful there. Day of Judgment, wipe the board, and Ultima also says wipe the board. This one destroys all artifacts as well, so really good against the Simulacrum Synthesizer deck. I guess in the 2 mana slot, we have a targeted removal spell with Get Lost. It's a premium card in the colors of white. And then in the colors of blue, we have a few counter spells, 3 steps ahead. Hopefully you can work your way up to 5 mana so that you can use this as a counter spell and then draw 2. And then we're also playing with It'll Quench Ya because it's the quenchiest, and this just says counter a target spell unless the opponent pays an additional 2. So this is really, really good early on. And as you get into the late game, it gets a little bit less effective. But then we're also going with some card draw mechanics like Consult the Star Charts and Stock Up. You guys probably know these cards by now. Probably some of the best blue cards in Standard right now. And then we're also going to be trying 1 copy of the Spirit Water Revival for 3 mana. We get to draw 2 cards, and if we spend the additional cost to cast this spell, which is an additional cost of 6, then instead you get to shuffle your graveyard back into your library, draw 7 cards, and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, which is really, really nice. And I think that's kind of it. Water Crystal, the last final card in the deck, just makes blue spells cost a little bit less, 1 mana less, which is kind of nice. And then if the opponent does remove our Legend of Kuruk and our 2 copies of Wan Shi Tong, hopefully we can get them back with Spirit Water Revival. But if we're not able to do that, then eventually we can start beating them down with the Restless Anchorage. So yeah, that's the deck. Let's see if the Owl Boy can get it done for us. I'll see you guys in the games. All right, guys, opponent gets to go first, but I think we can keep this hand. I've Consult the Star Charts that can maybe help us out. I think I will keep a Get Lost, mono black. No discard on turn 1, no creatures on turn 1. Might see some creatures right now. It's Dark Confidant, so this is actually a prime piece of removal. Dark Confidant, of course, gives them a lot of card draw. And, of course, one of the things our deck is best at is just kind of grinding the opponent out, having them run out of resources while we're able to kind of just restock our hand. Drawing a Restless Anchorage right there is really nice. Opponent goes with Momentum Breaker. I think we will go with a Consult the Star Charts. And we'll definitely take Wan Shi Tong. And then we can drop off, I guess, the island is the one we drop off. Opponent with another Momentum Breaker. I guess we can get rid of Ultima. Might come back to bite us later on, but could go for a Water Crystal so that our blue spells are cheaper. I like that. No creatures from the opponent yet. We have seen a Dark Confidant, though. They are down 2 Momentum Breakers. And opponent just passes, which is amazing for us. So we can go ahead and pass the turn. Consult the Star Charts. It just costs 1 mana right now, and then to kick it would be for the additional 3. And opponent probably has a few kill spells, so I'm not sure I want to go with Wan Shi Tong just yet. So yeah, let's go for a kick, Consult the Star Charts for just 3 mana, which is really nice thanks to the Water Crystal. And I guess a Stock Up and the Waterbending Scroll. That one can allow us to draw some cards for pretty cheap. And again, normally it costs 2 mana. We can get it down for just 1 mana thanks to the Water Crystal. And then we get to Surveil. Stock Up also only costing 2 mana, which is really nice. We're drawing into 3 steps ahead. For each island you control, I guess we only have 2 islands. So yeah, this does cost 4 mana right now just to draw a card. I think we can wait and do that on the opponent's turn. And yeah, we can end the turn. And there is a stick from the opponent. Not 100% sure what it was. and we can go ahead and I guess just go for a kicked, consult the star charts. Opponent has basically done nothing all game. I know we haven't done much either. We'll definitely take 3 steps ahead. And another get lost could be nice. Drawing some islands would be quite nice. I think we'll take a It'll Quench Ya. And then we'll go for a demo field. And I think we'll look to flash in Wan Shi Tong. Two mana. And then we could do it for 4. That would only cost 3, so then we'd still have 2 mana available. That would be for a It'll Quench Ya, but opponent still probably has a kill spell, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can do this for 6 if my math is mathing, which it looks like it is. Again, thanks to the Waterbending Scroll, so we'll be able to put 6 counters on Wan Shi Tong and draw 3 cards. He probably eats a kill spell, though, but again, we just have to get those out of the opponent's hand. We already knew it was like that. It'll Quench Ya pretty useless right now. Opponent has way more than enough mana to pay for it, but it's fine. We knew he had that, and now he is running a little bit low on cards, so let us go with Legend of Kuruk to scry to and then draw. You know what? Let's first go for a stock up. Opponent's down to just 2 cards in hand, and we'll definitely take the Spirit Water and I guess It'll Quench Ya. And then we can get down the island, and now we can go with the Legend of Kuruk. Get to scry 2 and then draw a card. Scry 2, draw a card. 3 steps ahead and a get lost. You know what? I'll keep both those cards. I will keep both those cards, and then we can just end the turn. We can also draw with the one. That one is fine. Oh, you know what? Let's counter it. We'll go ahead, counter, and we'll go ahead and draw. Oh, we don't quite have enough for that. That's unfortunate. Well, then I guess we hold on to the counter spell. We'll let him have that creature. And go ahead and get hit with a get lost. Oh, I thought this island was untapped. That's why I thought I had 4 mana, but we only have 3 mana available. Let's see, this is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So opponent does have a Feed the Swarm, so this is where 3 steps ahead will come in really handy for us. We'll go ahead and counter that spell because we do want our Legend of Kuruk, and now the opponent literally just has 1 card in hand. 1 card in hand. Then scry 2, draw another card. Pinnacle Starcage. This guy is 3 mana, right? Yeah, so Pinnacle Starcage, a little bit useless, and I think I will choose to draw into it. It'll Quench Ya, and then we can get down the Restless Anchorage, and we can just hit the Abyssal Harvester with a Get Lost. 3 counter spells available with 3 steps ahead. All of these just cost 1 mana for us, which is pretty funny. So yeah, we'll just say next. I think we'll look to draw with the Waterbending Scroll. And yeah, opponent has no creatures on board, 1 card in hand, and they're just in top deck mode. Even though they do have a ton of mana, so if they do have a kill spell, then the It'll Quench Ya will have to maybe put in quite a bit of work. We did draw another Get Lost. And we could Waterbend 6. I guess since Kuruk has Summoning Sickness this turn, let's go ahead and do it. We'll pay the extra mana. We'll tap you, and you. So we still have 2, 4. We still have 5 mana available, and we get to create the token. We get to draw 7 cards, and we have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game, which is absolutely amazing. And we can just end the turn. And here's where we can start the beatdown. This is 5 power on board, so the opponent is on a 4-turn clock. There is a small stick right now, so could be a kill spell. Could be a kill spell. And if it is, Then we'll hit him with the It'll Quench Ya. We can get the voice line ready, because it is the quenchiest. Avatar Kuruk. Really cool card art for him. Opponent gets to draw for turn. He does have 9 mana available. And also start attacking with our Restless Anchorages as well. I guess we can go ahead and sort our hand a little bit. 0 point. So guys, let's I'm not sure he'll be too happy with this. Let's hit him with the It'll Quench Ya. We get to create a spirit token, so go ahead and pay the 2. It's tax season, boy. All right, he paid the 2. Let's see if he can do it again. Create the spirit token and hit him with the voice line. And opponent, you do choose to pay the 2. Can you do it for a 3rd time in a row? Let's hit him with the voice line, guys. Oh my gosh, how toxic was that just now? I got to create 3 tokens with that as well. And I mean, next turn for your kill spell, we just have a hard counter spell. We drew a stock up, which is really nice. Let's see what we find with stock up. Create another spirit token. I guess I consult the star charts and the Restless Anchorage. We'll go ahead and get down the Restless Anchorage, and then we will just go ahead and punch in with 8 damage. So opponent's down to 12. Can we cast 4 spells? I think we can. So we'll actually have 12 damage on turn, so that was a 2-turn clock for the opponent. He goes with nowhere to run. Yeah, I don't want him to have another 0-point Ballard, so... I mean, at the same time... Well, how much mana do we have? 2... We have 8 mana, so let's go with a kicked... I guess we didn't even have to go for a kick. Consult the star charts. Create the spirit token. Is there a hard counter spell? There is 3 steps ahead, and I guess a stock up, but we're just gonna go for it right now. 3 steps ahead, counter target spell. That does only cost 2 mana, which is really nice, and we still have, well, we just have 3 mana available. 4, 5, 6. This is 10. Oh, we don't quite have, yeah, we don't have 2 blue mana, which is unfortunate. Yeah, see, he did have the 0-point Ballard, guys. So yeah, just absolutely predicted. That's why I went and looked for the 3 steps ahead. Oh, we don't have the double blue. Oh my goodness, guys. He actually got us. Oh, could I have tapped? I could have definitely tapped the lands differently. That's my bad. 3 steps ahead is not a counter spell. All right, it's fine. I mean, we have the Restless Anchorages, so that's my bad. Opponent even lost 3 life for it, so that is unfortunate, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. You know what? Let's just go ahead and draw 2 cards. We can also find a Wan Shi Tong. We do have to drop off 1 card. It can be the Pinnacle Starcage. All right, so yeah, we definitely got cooked by the lands right there. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let's go with a stock up. And there's Wan Shi Tong and another Wan Shi Tong, and we'll just flash that in on the opponent's turn. And I'm pretty sure we can do it for 9, right? Yeah, because we have 12 mana in total. -2 is 10 mana to work with, so we can do this for X equals 10, but all of our blue spells cost 1 less. So we can do this for X equals 11 right now. So yeah, we had the opponent, and I mean, I even predicted it. I just, yeah, I didn't look at our mana there. The demo fields were cooking us a little bit. I guess you do have to be careful with the auto tapper, but I mean, yeah, I wasn't worried. Never worried for a single second. And now we're getting the salty rope, so I guess, yeah, I'll see you guys when his head explodes when we flash in Wan Shi Tong. I guess the opponent is here. So it goes to his turn. You're 1 card for turn. You're going to go ahead. Oh, you're cycling that. That's fine. I thought he was going to look at our hand. Maybe have us discard a creature. I mean, I guess there's also an argument to maybe keeping some mana open. I don't think he drew a kill spell. So yeah, we can do this for 11. We can't do it for 11. Can't do math. Then we can do it for 10. We can't do it for 10 either. We have 10. Oh, 10 minus 2. I thought we had 12 mana available, but we only have 10, so we can do it for 9. Do it for 9. Put 9 counters on Wan Shi Tong, so he'll be a 10-10. I guess he could have a nowhere to run right now, because he is only at 1 toughness. And yeah, we got to draw a bunch of cards right there. We have no maximum hand size, which is really nice. Now we do have a 3 steps ahead available. So yeah, GG to the opponent. Maybe took a little bit longer to get there, but we got there in the end. GG. Well, okay, I guess the opponent can gain life. This opponent, man, he is sticking in there. Gotta give him credit for it. Gotta give him credit. So, opponent's down to 1 HP in a dream. I mean, we also have the Restless Anchorages, so... Oh, you know what'd be funny? Can we actually mill the opponent out? I mean, if the opponent wants to make it a long game, let's make it a long game, guys. Nah. We'll just go ahead and counter this. If the opponent wants to make it a long game, I can be here all night, baby. Yeah, go ahead. Remove Wan Shi Tong. That's fine. Well, you do lose life equal to his power, so I guess the opponent's ending it on his terms, but we'll go ahead and make him mill a bunch. Guess we can take a tiny peek at his library. Consult the star charts. You know what? Let's look 13 cards deep. I was hoping to find something other than... Well, this does cost just 1. Can we find another? It's the quenchiest. Or a counterspell. Oh, no, guys, we didn't find it. I guess we take a consult the star charts, but we don't have 2 blue mana available anymore. It'll Quench Ya costing 2. Yeah, when you get into the late game, It'll Quench Ya is kind of a useless card, which is unfortunate. Opponent can pay the 2. They kill Wan Shi Tong, and they lose 2 life because he is a 2 mana card, so... That's too bad, because I guess we were maybe looking to mill the opponent out, which would be pretty funny. But yeah, that was a really, really bizarre game. It turned out to be a pretty funny one. So yeah, GG. All right, guys, opponent gets to go first, but I think we can keep this. Ooh, could be the Simic Badger Mold deck, and then Pinnacle Starcage is quite nice. Don't have double white for Pinnacle Starcage, so maybe a little bit risky keeping the demo field. Oh, it is. It's with the Drunith version. Oh, maybe I should not have. Well, you know what? We do have It'll Quench Ya available, so if he does go for the Badger Mole Cub, even though this does say when you cast it, which is, dude, that's insane. He goes with Ouroboros, so yeah, we'll go ahead and counter that one. And we'll hit him with the voice line. So taking 4 damage, that's acceptable. And you know what I'll do? We'll go for a consult the star charts on the opponent's turn. We'll look for the white mana source so we can hit them with the Pinnacle Starcage. Let's just hope it's not another Ouroboros. 2, 4. It's Innkeeper's Talent. That is fine by me. Probably going to level it up, I would imagine. So here comes consult the star charts. And as nice as it would be to take another Pinnacle Starcage and the Meticulous Archives, we have to take the Plains. And the opponent has 3 mana, so not enough to level that one up all the way. And he has just 1 card in hand. We know it's not an Ouroboros. So we're down to 10, which is honestly a little bit unfortunate, but you're losing all those creatures. And we do have a Get Lost available, so I think we'll be able to turn the tables. That is a really annoying creature, and it even gets Ward 1, which is fine. We can pay for it. We also have Ultima coming up. Oh, but then they do get back their Pinnacle Starcage. Yeah, that's a combo I'm not too happy about, if I'm honest about it. Guess we go for Stock Up. Maybe look to blow up Innkeeper's Talent. Yeah, we'll take Day of Judgment and a Floodfarm Verge. And on the opponent's turn, before he goes to attack steps, play your creature. One of them's a land. You're going to level that one up all the way, so thank you for spending all your mana on that. We will get rid of the Innkeeper's Talent. How many islands do we have? Just one. We'll remove all these stops right now. The Paw Patch Recruit is acceptable. Ultima getting rid of artifacts, that is kind of coming back to bite us. Did we play a land for this turn? I'm not sure we did. Wan Shi Tong's really nice. And honestly, I just want to keep hitting my land drops. I guess we did play a land for turn, so I can't do math. Opponent's going to go up to 4. Ouroboros. Play Ouroboros, put a counter on it, and that would be 2 counters there. So I think we get down the Waterbending Scroll. Even though I guess if we kept It'll Quench Ya open, then we could have countered Ouroboros. Just goes with the Paw Patch Recruit. Alright, so yeah, Day of Judgment is going to be quite nice. That one's just a land, so we're taking 3 damage, so we're down to 4. We are down to 4. But opponent is running out. Wan Shi Tong, really nice draw. So I think we'll be able to turn the corner. In fact, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to turn the corner. Nature's Rhythm. You can pay the 2, so I'll let you have it. You get the creature right away. Alright, well, here comes a demo field to blow that land up. Don't need you ramping, my friend. I don't need you ramping. And then when you go to attack with the Badger Mole Cub, we will flash in our Wan Shi Tong. So, 2, 3. Now we have 3 islands, so this is reduced by 3, but opponent's going to attack in. So, need to keep 2 open too, so we can do this for 3. Draw a card. Ultima, really not what we want to draw, because like I said, we do lose Pinnacle Starcage, and we would lose our Waterbending Scroll, but I mean, we were able to catch the opponent off right there, which is pretty nice. And we have a It'll Quench Ya for your Nature's Rhythm, which I know you want to pump that all the way up. What's the Harmonized cost? 4 mana even. So yeah, no way you're doing that for 2. And if you do it for 2, then yeah, you should have kept 1 mana open, my friend. Guys, keep your backhand strong. Did we go second against Badger Mole Cub? Not sure we did. No matter. Bop. Get him out of here and get that trash out of my face. GG. All right, guys, we got to go first. Double Consult and a double Quench. I think we ride with this. Restless Anchorage on turn 1. Pretty nice as well. Turn these lights off. And let's turn or blow these candles out. Opponent with the planes on turn 1. No creature, though. And a swamp, so we have a Orzhov Gamer on our hands. Orzhov Gamer in the house. With the Ozai sleeves. Firelord Ozai? Or is that Sozin with the comment? Oh no. Target reveals their hand. Nah, you can look at this card, though. And hopefully that quenched you. Used to inch the quenchiest to draw. It's the quenchiest. Aye, aye, aye. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, opponent. You're going to want to look at our hand again, but we got it lined up for you. Yes, not looking at our hand, but May, that... Oh, it doesn't counter our deck, but we take 2 damage for every single spell we cast, except for our creatures, and you guys know we only play 3 creatures. And even Kuruk, he is an enchantment to begin with, so... Yeah, that's a big yikes. Not drawing a land, also big yikes. So we're going with Consult right now to... we can take this one, drop it off, and then... Do we do it to him, guys? I think we do it to him. think we do it to him. Well, now he does have 4 mana. He does have 4 mana, but he doesn't want to do anything, so it goes into our turn. Missed the land drop, so you love to see that. So, unfortunately, we just do what we do best, which is do nothing. Alright, opponent. You also do nothing. That I love, because we can go for a kicked, consult the star charts, and honestly probably take 2 lands. Because I'm tired of missing our land drops when we play 27 lands in the deck. Even though stock up is really nice, I think we take a stock up. Because there we do hit the land drop. So stock up. What do we want, actually? What do we want? Legend of Kuruk could be quite nice. Ultima, we have 2 board wipes right there. Waterbending Scroll, honestly, has just a 1 mana discount right now. I don't think we take that one. Honestly, I think we take the counter spells. Yeah, Waterbending Scroll with our island situation is a little bit rough, because Restless Anchorage being a creature is quite nice. The Qel'a, also pretty nice land right there. Draw and discard. Do need 3 mana for that, though. So, yeah, interesting situation all around. And, I mean, we're not shields down. We do have 1 counterspell available, but, I mean, It'll Quench Ya is not the best this late in the game. That's 3 mana. Discards 2 cards. That's pretty rough. I guess that one... Honestly, I guess a land. Do you have another one? Opponent, I think, is a discard deck. Oh my goodness, guys. Not drawing these lands is absolutely infuriating. Infuriating. Can't even say that word properly, and that's how upset I am about missing these land drops. Alright, well, 3 steps ahead. Oh, okay, opponent, if you're not going to do anything, then I will happily draw and discard. Spirit Water Revival is pretty nice. Do we go with Kuruk now? Because then we don't have any mana available. Oh, is a 48% chance to draw a land. Oh my goodness, guys. Alright, it'd be kind of nice if the opponent chose to play something as well, so we could counter and draw 2, because we are at the magical number of 5. We are at the magical number of 5. Opponent has 7. Alright, I mean, opponent, if you're not doing anything, then I will go for a kicked consult the star charts. And I'm just taking 2 lands at this point. 2 lands, Ruck. We only have 3 mana left over. That is enough for a counter spell. Let's do it. Let's get this guy activated. Oh, we only have 2 mana available. Scry 2. Aang's Iceberg to flash that in? Yeah, sure, you can have that. I think we still get the Scry. Scry and draw. We can blow that up with Get Lost. Don't think we need 2 lands right now. We have 2 right here. And of course, we're drawing a land anyway. We'll drop off the Floodfarm Verge. So pass. I want to keep the island for when we do eventually draw the Waterbending Scroll, because that one gets discounted for each island we have. So, Deep Cavern Bat to look at our hand. Could make him pay the 2. Nah, you can have that. Probably takes Day of Judgment, would be my guess. That would be my guess. You don't take It'll Quench Ya. You could take 3 steps ahead. We only have 1 copy of Spirit Water Revival, so that would be one to take. But I mean, yeah, we'll be able to get your bat eventually. And I mean, now the opponent can just play around It'll Quench Ya. Stock up is pretty nice. Stock up is pretty nice, but we can wait. We can wait. Opponent, honestly, these might be a lot of kill spells. That's why the opponent's not doing anything. So if we transform our Restless Anchorage, then that's probably not the best for us. All right, it's our turn. Here comes a stock up. Yeah, Wan Shi Tong is really nice, and so is the Pinnacle Starcage. So we'll just end the turn. I'm pretty sure the opponent is sitting on a lot of kill spells. Could be playing his own Get Lost, because he's in the colors of white, even though this doesn't look like a typical white one. Oh, that one really sucks. It'll Quench Ya for 2. I think we're just going to say counter that spell. The rest is a really good draw against us. And maybe we just... Well, we don't have 9. We will have 9. Maybe we just go for a hard Spirit Water Revival right now. Just because we do only play one of them. Yeah, and I don't want him taking that one from us. So that's fine. It would be shields down. Yeah, I'm going to pull the trigger on it. We will go shields down for 1 turn. Don't think you can counter this with white and black mana. So we get to draw 7. We get everything in our graveyard, which are honestly 12 pretty good cards. Stock up, consult the star charts. It'll Quench Ya. We get to draw 7, and we have no maximum hand size. So yeah, this is something I can get behind. Just have to organize our hand a little bit because it is kind of hard to look at right now. I guess it's like this. Wan Shi Tong can go at the end. So a bunch of lands, a few counter spells, and a few kill spells. Put it like this. So these are all our counter spells. This one's counter and draw. This one's just straight up draw, and this is some removal. Opponent had just 1 duress last turn, so opponent's going with the Deep Cavern Bat beatdown. I can respect it. Let's go for a plains. And let's just pass the turn. Let's start getting some of these kill spells out of your hand. I guess when we find a water crystal, we could also just mill the opponent, which would be pretty funny. But yeah, let's get some of these kill spells out of your hand. So here comes one of the Restless Anchorages. So fire off your kill spell. We know you have it. Heartless Act. Let's go for It'll Quench Ya. So go ahead and pay the 2. Pay the 2, my friend. And then let's go for another It'll Quench Ya. I guess I maybe shouldn't have done that one. Because, yeah, he's always just going to have enough mana to pay for it. So, yeah, these cards are kind of useless right now. And then let's go for a kicked consult the star charts. We'll do that on the end step for the opponent. So let's go ahead and pass. Take 1 damage from the Deep Cavern Bat. And now we can go for consult the star charts. We'll look 9 cards deep. And I guess the water crystal will get it done for us. If all you're doing is sitting on nothing but counter spells, then the water crystal is what will get it done for us. So here comes a water crystal. 2, 4, 5. It's 6 to activate, so we'll play the demo field. Then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cards in hand. So that's basically 4 turns, and the opponent will be milled out. And I don't think your bat can finish us off in 4 turns. So big activation. We're actually a mill deck, guys. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I guess the opponent could have another Aang's Iceberg. Milling a lot of those cards. 2 more Heartless Axe is really nice. Tragic Trajectory, he probably has a few of those in his hand. There's 1 more Aang's Iceberg. 2 more Duresses, pretty nice. He does have the Aang's Iceberg, that's fine. That is fine. Because we can just remove that with Get Lost. Opponent will smack us for 1. And do you play any more creatures? You don't. So I just, honestly, I want to keep all these cards in my hand. Because then we're milling him for the maximum amount, even though he is down to 26. We have 9 in hand. I guess we can play a land, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, guys. We've got this one in the bag, so that is 3 of the Aang's Icebergs that we've seen. Does he play another one? That is a possibility, but we do have 3 steps ahead into another 3 steps ahead. He's going to sack that one to scry. But, I mean, if you keep it on top, you're just going to lose it. So, I can dig it. I can dig it. He does. He likes one of them. Yeah, you don't get the map tokens anymore, so you actually don't get to pump up your bat. And yeah, the card that you kept on top, what is it? What did you like so much? It's right behind this Aang's Iceberg. It was just one of those eagles. That's pretty funny. More discard. Legend of Yang Chen. Opponent does have a pretty cool deck. He's playing with a lot of the new cards, so I can respect it. We'll get this one down. And now we just have a hard counterspell available, which is really, really nice. And yeah, I don't think the opponent's too happy. We do have 1 more Water Crystal in our deck. 8 cards in hand. Opponent's going to draw for turn, so he's down to 12. Minus the 8 would put him at 4, plus the card draw for turn, so he'd be down to 3. The Rise of Sozin. And a ton of kill spells, so I think it's fine, guys. These are just nothing but kill spells. It is another Airbender. Let's just go ahead and counter that. You don't need to be airbending nothing, my friend. Of course, he could have another one, but guys, we're just going to redeploy it next turn and just mill him out. So that one gets countered. That one gets countered. And opponent just punches in with the little bat. The bat who could. Tried so valiantly. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and mill 7 cards. So opponent will be down to 4 plus the card draw. So 3 cards in hand. And yeah, opponent made it a little bit close. I think very, very early on in this game, we were running a little bit low on cards, I think at one point. But yeah, we were able to just counter everything and draw a bunch of cards. I think the Spirit Water Revival really helped us out. And yeah, opponent just scooped it up. They lost. I mean, we're still at 12 life. He's playing no creatures. I guess he is playing Sozin. That one is eventually a creature. That creature would have just soloed us. Honestly, it would have. Of course, we could have removed her. I think that one turn that we countered the Duress and he had no follow-up to it was actually pretty important as well, because that is when we had the Spirit Water Revival in our hand. And I think it gets exiled, right? Honestly, I might want to go up another copy of this one, because this is honestly a really good card. And I mean, the Waterbend 6 isn't too expensive. If earlier on in the game, you maybe get like a Pinnacle Starcage down and you maybe have a Water Crystal down, then, I mean, it only costs 2 mana to cast with the Water Crystal. And like I said, if you have a few of these, artifacts, do we play any enchantments? I don't think we do. But yeah, then the Waterbending 6, at least with Water Crystal and a Pinnacle Starcage, the Waterbending is only then 4, or you can at least pay for part of the 6 by tapping those down. So, yeah, I really like that card. Really good card. So, Yeah, I think that's what won us the game. And yeah, like I said, we're secretly a mill deck. Let's go. GG. All right, guys, we get to go first. 4 lands, stock up, water crystal, and we even have the bird. So I can dig it. No kill spells, though, and no counter spells, but I trust we'll find them. Also get some nice surveil action on turn 1 and 2, so it's looking pretty nice. Did you guys notice this leaf right here just kind of glitched into the ground? Kind of scary. Definitely do not need another land. Ooh, Pinnacle Starcage. Pretty nice draw. Don't need another land deck. Thank you very much, though. Appreciate the offerings. Now the deck's like, all right, he doesn't want any more lands, so let's put all his remaining 24 lands in this bottom right here. And then we do have a few ways of shuffling the deck, so I think we'll be okay. Shared roots, so opponents looking to ramp a little bit. I think we'll go with the Restless Anchorage and then play a Water Crystal on turn 4. Could even potentially counter a spell right now. If he plays a land, then anything that is 1 mana or 2 mana, opponent will be able to play it. But if it's more than that, opponent gets greedy, goes with the shared roots. We'll let him have that one. And that's fine. So we'll go shields down for 1 turn. Got the water crystal. So now all of our blue spells just cost 1 generic mana less. So It'll Quench Ya, just 1 mana, and Consult the Star Charts, also just 1 mana. Of course, you do still have to pay the extra 2 to kick it. Opponent goes with the Restless Cottage. And I guess he is going to take some things from our library, but maybe we can catch him off guard next turn. I was kind of hoping to draw a land, so put 2 counters on him. I guess we could put 3 counters on him and trade with his land. I think that's worth it. Could also go for a kick, consult the star charts, because we did miss a land. So, Opponent has 7 mana to work with. And he is going to transform that one. We'll wait for him to go to attack steps. So he does have 2 mana to work with, so we can do this for 3. Because blue spells do cost 1 less, and let's hope he doesn't have a kill spell. But there is a stick right there. Man, that is so unfortunate. All right, we still got to draw a card. All right. Do hit the land drop, which is nice. So yeah, here comes a stock up, and we'll take Get Lost for sure. And I guess it'll Quench Ya. Then this one we need 4 mana, so I think we keep that one. We'll hit him with the Get Lost. We'll go ahead and remove his land. Pinnacle Starcage I don't think hits lands, right? Yeah, it's just artifacts. Could also find a board wipe. I guess with the with this one, yeah, he can remove our water crystal. So let's just go ahead and counter this. I mean, the It'll Quench Ya is getting weaker by the minute, so yeah, we'll just go ahead and counter that one. Demo Field is actually amazing, so now he can't really activate his lands. If he does choose to do that, we can at least blow it up. So opponent's probably not going to be doing that anytime soon. It's also where Demo Field comes in pretty clutch. Virtue. That one we need to counter for sure. So counter and draw 2. No way I'm letting you have that card. Absolutely no way. We'll drop off a Pinnacle Starcage. This guy's not playing any tiny weenie creatures. I think we save Consult the Star Charts. Going to want to use it to draw 2. We'll get this one down and just pass the turn. I know. Not my favorite type of Magic. Literally haven't done anything on our turn except play the Water Crystal. That is a little bit of a strange play, but you do you, my friend. That is why Demo Field is very nice. And we still have 5 mana available, so consult the star charts for 3. then 2, 4. And we only have 4 mana available. That's fine. That one does have Summoning Sickness. And you know what? Maybe... yeah, we'll take action for sure. Find an island for sure. Now we do have 5 mana, so I guess we go for a kicked, consult the star charts, and we will take a It'll Quench Ya. Yeah, I guess It'll Quench Ya and a stock up. And then we could also use this to blow up. Now, you know what? Let's just get rid of his land right now. I'm tired of these creature lands. Tired of these creature lands, and then we'll just go for a stock up, and we'll take a Get Lost and a Demo Field. We'll go with another stock up, and I guess a Consult the Star Charts and an Ultima. So we're sitting pretty. Don't have any counters. Well, we do have It'll Quench Ya. How much is this? 3 mana and tap it, so then we'd be all tapped out. So let's potentially save our It'll Quench Ya if he does choose to play anything really massive. Isotil Explorer, that's fine. I don't really mind if you play your lands. Well, okay, I guess I do mind if you play your lands. All right, this creature has to go. That's my bad. That creature absolutely has to go. At least we do have another Demo Field. That one can resolve, that's fine. Opponent did mill quite a few cards, which is quite nice. So opponent's down to 33 cards in hand. And I think we'll just go for a Consult the Star Charts. No. No. And we still have enough mana for Consult the Star Charts, so let's do it. Let's just look 8 cards deep, and guess we take 3 steps ahead. And then we get down Demo Field. All these are kind of useless because I'm not too worried about your life total. So we will just go ahead and end the turn. Again, opponent, I do have Demo Field. So we have no counter spells. I have a ton of kill spells. We will take action. Take the island for sure. And we'll go ahead and resolve. Disruptive Storm Brood. Nah, you don't need that card, buddy. That is a card you don't need. I kind of like my Water Crystal, and we definitely don't need this many. Well, Pinnacle Starcage kind of useless. I meant to drop off the land, but of course we didn't. So let's go with a kicked Consult the Star Charts. And Wan Shi Tong, really nice. And I guess another 3 steps ahead, also really nice. And then let's just get down this one, and we can flash in Wan Shi Tong and keep open 4 mana. We have 10. Well, this does cost 1 less. Counterspell is just 2 mana, so we have 8. Opponent, oh, why did it not allow me to flash this one in? That's a little bit strange. All right, let's just go with Legend of Kuruk then. Legend of Kuruk. We get to scry 2, draw a card. I think we're also looking for the Spirit Water Revival is literally the card I was thinking of, so we'll keep these 2. We'll keep these 2. We can get down Restless Anchorage, and you know what? Let's transform this one. Let's see if there is any kill spells. There is a stick right now. It could be to just crack the food tokens, so we actually aren't getting too much information from the opponent right now. But I just want to know if he has a kill spell or not. Do you have a kill spell, my friend? Get to create the map token, which can help with the waterbending as well. The opponent does choose to just take that 2 damage. And they do choose to gain 3 life. Again, I'm not too worried. And we still have a hard counterspell. Opponent is down to just 2 cards in hand. They don't really have any card draw, so they're running out of gas a little tiny bit. I mean, I know these 2 cards are kind of dead cards for us. But we'll soon be able to get the Waterbending Scroll down. And I mean, we have 6 islands, so we can activate this for free, basically. Draw a free card every turn. I think a lot of people can get behind that. Even Sirius Max, who I don't think he's having the best time right now. Maybe struggling a little bit. But yeah, I think even he could agree that that's some pretty good value right there. All right, it is our turn. We'll take our turn, and we'll get to scry 2, draw a card. I think a land would be pretty good. Demo Field would be really nice. I know this guy's playing with a lot of creature lands. He is down past half his library. I think we're also past half our library, only 20 cards left, but Spirit Water Revival will be able to shuffle all of these juicy cards back into our library, so I can dig it. Ultima we don't need, and we'll go ahead and draw It'll Quench Ya, and then Waterbending Scroll for 1. Waterbending Scroll for Uno. And yeah, I don't think Max is too happy right now. Well, he is here. And you know what? Let's just transform this one. We'll go ahead and punch in for 2. And is there a kill spell? Create the map token. Create the map token. We still have 6 mana available. We do get the nice juicy discount from the water crystal. So opponent, what are you doing? It is a kill spell. That is fine by me. Fine by me. I don't want to burn this one yet. So honestly, I think we just pass the turn. And now I think we will look to flash in Wan Shi Tong. Opponent has just 1 card in hand. I do want to put a stop right there before I forget. So how much can we do this for? We have 6 mana minus 2, so we have 4 mana to work with, but we get the 1 mana discount, so we can do this for 5. So we'll only be drawing 2 cards, which not the best. Not the best, but still pretty good. Should have maybe kept open a counter spell, but opponent has no kill spell. So it's our turn. Before it's our turn, let's go ahead and activate this for free, which I really like. Found another Restless Anchorage. And we also have Legend of Kuruk coming online. And yeah, opponent just ran out of value. We had way too much value. And yeah, eventually getting the Waterbending Scroll down does come in clutch. And I mean, eventually we have Spirit Water Revival for if he does remove our Wan Shi Tong and our Legend of Kuruk. But I mean, going into our turn, we're getting a 4/3 creature. Wan Shi Tong has 6 toughness, and we'd have all this mana open. Have a counter spell. We know that he isn't or doesn't have a kill spell right now, so he'd just be in top deck mode. And we actually have a It'll Quench Ya as well. We'd probably go for the Spirit Water Revival, tap these 2/4. I guess Kuruk would have Summoning Sickness as well. So yeah, I think we'd be able to shuffle all of this back into our library, our graveyard at least. Draw 7 more cards, and we would not have a maximum hand size for the rest of the game. So yeah, GG. All right, guys, opponent goes first, but I mean, we have 3 lands, Pinnacle Starcage, It'll Quench Ya, and Stock Up, so I can dig it. I guess Floodfarm Verge doesn't provide any blue for us. Mono black discard might be a little bit tricky to go up against. They do take our counter spell, so they don't like us having that one. Probably takes our Stock Up right now. Nah, he takes the Pinnacle Starcage. All right, so mono black discard. I guess we get down another Restless Anchorage since we don't have another turn to play. It's good to get these tap lands out of the way. He's playing with the Unholy Annex. I mean, yeah, what do you do against a deck like this? I guess we hope we top deck a Pinnacle Starcage. We do play 4 of them, so... Oh, ask and you shall receive. Let's absolutely go. That is justice, I would say. Get those trash flying rats out of my face. Then next turn, I guess we go for Water Crystal. Opponent probably goes with a Unholy Annex. Looking for more discard. We'll get the Water Crystal down. I was thinking of maybe playing the Restless Anchorage, but this one does give our blue spells a 1 mana discount, so now stock up. Only costing 2 mana is quite nice. It is Bandit's Talent. That is an enchantment. Alright, well, I don't think we'll ever really be under 2 lands in hand. I mean, this opponent's going really hard with the discard. Waterbending Scroll is quite nice. And if we get an island down, oh my gosh, we literally only have 1 island. All right, well, hopefully he has another Duress or something along those lines. Oh, I guess he knows what we have, so. That one's a 3/3. This one's only a 2/3. Ultima would destroy the Pinnacle Starcage as well, so that's something that we do have to remember. They lose 3 life. All right, 3 steps ahead is actually a really great draw. Let's get down the island, and then we'll pass the turn. I think we can draw with the Waterbending Scroll, and we'll look to counter and draw 3 cards. We do play Day of Judgment as well, right? Yeah, 2 copies of Day of Judgment. That's how we're going to have to get rid of the Soul Stone. I guess technically Get Lost will also do it. Turns that one. Artifact you control. All right, that's fine. Taking 3 damage because that one does have Summoning Sickness. So let's just go with the Waterbending Scroll for right now. 2, 4, 5. That one is 3 power, 10 toughness. Yikes. Day of Judgment is insane draw. Water Crystal would give us another 1 mana discount, which is pretty funny. I guess let's take it. That would actually be quite nice. So yeah, Day of Judgment. Get that trash out of my face. Water Crystal only costs 3. That's also pretty nice. I guess we are shields down, so if the opponent does have a few discard spells, then I guess we are losing these. Scavenger Regent, that's fine. Well, 4 damage is quite a bit each turn. Guess we go for a kicked Consult the Star Charts. Water Crystal. Yeah, let's go for a kicked Consult the Star Charts. And we'll take a Get Lost and a Wan Shi Tong. Ward, discard a card. I'm fine with that. We'll play the land for sure. Discard a card. I guess we could get rid of the Water Crystal. But at the same time, I want to keep it. I think we take 4 damage for 1 turn because we can flash this guy in. 3 steps ahead can be a pretty good counter spell right now. And opponent's just leveling that up. That, I mean, I don't think we're ever going lower than 2 lands or 2 cards in hand. So take 4 damage. Discard a card. I really don't want to drop off any of these cards. So yeah, we'll keep it for 1 turn. Or we'll take 4 damage for 1 turn, I should say. And yeah, let's go into our turn. Legend of Kuruk. Yeah. Oh, it's legendary? Oh my goodness. Well, then Get Lost actually is a pretty good play. Forgot the Water Crystal was legendary. We'll end the turn. 3, 4, 5. But it does cost 1 less. So 4 mana counter and draw 2, which will be really nice. And then Get Lost can still target that one. So there's the Acolyte. Yeah, opponent has just 1 card in hand. So counter and draw 2 for 5 mana, but we do get the 1 mana discount. So just 4 mana right there. Draw 2. I guess we can drop off 1. No, Get Lost is pretty nice. Same with Kuruk. Guess we do drop off 1 Get Lost. And I will go ahead and remove the Scavenger. Discard a card. Say goodbye to the Aqua Crystal. And opponent. Ooh, It'll Quench Ya, also really nice. Let's absolutely go. Yeah, this Bandit's Talent, not really the best against us when we have so much card draw. And I think this is really the turn where we're going to start to flip the tables, because we could go for Legend of Kuruk. Does only cost 3 mana, so we'd still have 4 mana left over. And yeah, we have It'll Quench Ya and a Consult the Star Charts, and then we could eventually go for a pretty nice, juicy Wan Shi Tong when we draw a few more lands so that we'd be able to draw a few cards as well. So another really good game against a mono black discard deck. Not going to cut it, buddy. GG. All right, guys, we get to go first. I'll keep this hand for Xiao. That is a big for Xiao moment. We have a It'll Quench Ya on turn 2. Absolutely love that. And then a stock up on turn 3. Some Boros action from our opponent, Boros Gamer. Whenever you cast your first human creature spell... Nah. Alright, we will go shields down for a stock up. We won't go for kick, consult the star charts. And we'll take a land for sure. We have a stock up. We have a consult the star charts, and we have a It'll Quench Ya. Let's take another It'll Quench Ya. It will quench you guys. That is guaranteed. Guaranteed quenching action. Alright, opponent is green all of a sudden with a summon Fenrir, so it could be a Unideck. So for turn 4, I guess technically for them, we'll have to keep open It'll Quench Ya. No, I guess this turn we have to keep open It'll Quench Ya. That's a little bit unfortunate. So let's just go for Consult the Star Charts. Keep 2 mana open. Pinnacle Starcage I don't think is that useful. We'll take a Get Lost because that can remove enchantments, which we know they want to play with Yuna, even though you don't really have too many enchantments in the graveyard. This one does say when you play a human, Yuna is a human, so I am pretty sure it is a Yuna deck. Zach Flare? You got it, my friend. Alright, we need to find a board wipe, so hopefully Stock Up can do that for us. Nah, this wolf? No. That one gets a hard, is the quenchiest. That wolf, we're never going to allow that wolf to hit the battlefield, guys. Summon Fenrir, bop us for 3. That's fine. We lose Summon Fenrir this turn. Let's go for a Stock Up. And Ultima is really, really nice. And we just want to keep hitting our land drops, so I guess we take the Restless Anchorage. And we just pass the turn. We have a It'll Quench Ya. You do lose your Summon Fenrir. Play a land. This gives Indestructible, right? Wait, but Ultima does just say end the turn. Another Summon Fenrir, that's fine. You can have that one. That is fine by me, my friend. It's our turn. Do the land. Yeah, we'll play this one, have it come in untapped, and we can flash in our Wan Shi Tong, and we'll be able to catch the Zach Flare off guard, put 4 counters on our bird, and draw 2 cards, which will be really nice. And again, opponent could play Yuna, but there's not really any good removal cards. Might also want to keep open It'll Quench Ya. So then we just do this for 2? Sure. Just draw 1 card. That's fine. So here is the bird. Draw 1 card. And we will take out this little creature right here. Don't need you giving anyone else indestructible later on. So that's fine. 5 damage down to 10. We're at half life. I can live with that. Collector's Cage. You need 3 different creatures, and Ultima will be able to destroy all artifacts, so that's fine. That is fine by me. 4, and then we still have 2 available. Demo field, so we get this one down. We can punch in with our bird. Bird's the word. Big smack for 3. You're going to lose your Summon Fenrir. So goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. And yeah, I'm not sure the opponent's playing Yuna. Don't know why you would play the Collector's Cage there. You want a lot more creatures on the board. That is fine. That is fine. And then the elf. I guess you can have the elf. We can't really counter it. Please play one more creature. Let's just remove Helena and Elena. That creature is going to get bopped. That creature is getting bopped, and I will take the trade. You don't need that elf. And I don't need the bird. That is a fine trade. I guess you can do that. Alright, well, that's my bad. I guess it's fine. We wouldn't want to take that damage anyway. We'll take a board wipe. This one does make our blue spells cheaper, but at the same time, I think we take a Pinnacle Starcage. Alright, my friend, I'm tired of you having all of these artifacts on board. Another elf. You keep that? You probably throw that away, yeah. At this point in the game, that's not really a good card, and let's just get everything off the battlefield. And he had a card that we still don't get to see. That's fine. We still have enough for It'll Quench Ya. Yeah, I guess you can have that creature. It's 3 mana, so we can't get rid of it with Pinnacle Starcage. That creature gains haste. Alright, that one is getting countered for sure. You do not need to be giving that guy a bunch of counters and giving him haste. So, yeah, GG. Opponent just ran out of cards in the end. Yeah, I guess we had a few pretty good removal cards. Let's see. Spirit Water Revival in addition. So we need 9 mana total. 3 plus 3 plus the land drop would be 3. So we could go for Spirit Water Revival. Shuffle all of these cards back into our library and draw 7. I think that would be worth it. We would be shields down for 1 turn, but opponent with just 1 card in hand, top deck, and 1 Anim, I think we'd be able to survive for a turn. And then after that, Day of Judgment, Pinnacle Starcage, and then whatever one of the 7 cards that we draw from Spirit Water Revival. So GG. Hey there, neighbor, and welcome to the post-game wrap. Today we looked at 2 new creatures from the Avatar set. One of them is Wan Shi Tong, the Librarian. Really, really good card right there. I love that you can flash him in. Flying and Vigilance, really, really good keywords right there. And then you can spend, he's 2 mana to cast him, and then you can pump X mana into him. Whatever X is, you put that many +1/+1 counters on him, and then you draw half of X cards rounded down. So ideally, you do want to be hitting this on the even numbers, so you want to pump him up either for 4, because if you do it for 4, you draw 2 cards. If you pump him up for 5, half of 5 is 2.5, rounded down is still only drawing 2 cards. Of course, you would get to put 5 counters on him. But yeah, being able to flash him in, you can catch quite a few opponents who are attacking. You can catch them off guard that way as well. Being able to draw a few extra cards is really nice. And the Flying and Vigilance, also really, really nice way to close out games. I think in one of the games, we saw the 1 copy of Legend of Kuruk come into play, the scry 2 and then draw a card. Pretty nice. But then when we flipped him, I think I even called it. What deck was it? I think it was a mono black deck playing a ton of removal with the 0-point Ballard. I think we literally hit them with 3 It'll Quenches in the row, and I was like, I know he has... I forgot the play line. We did a play line where I'm like, I know he'll probably be able to remove the creature, and I just didn't count my mana properly because I think we had 2 demo fields available, which did come in handy in another game where they had a lot of creature lands, so I think you do want to keep the demo fields. Yeah, I don't know where my train of thought is going with this. It's honestly going in quite a few different directions, because we got cooked there not having enough blue mana to pay for the counter spell, which we had enough to cast it. We just didn't have enough blue pips, so there I think I could have maybe tapped differently. I just got a little bit too caught up with it, because I think with Kuruk, I think we were creating like 5 or 6 tokens, and we could have finished off the opponent, which would have been really cool. But then another thing with Demo Field, and honestly these other lands, the Restless Anchorage, really good for blue-white or Azorius decks. Same with the Meticulous Archive. This one does actually perform the way it should, but the Floodfarm Verge, also really, really good for Azorius gamers. It's just I was trying out the Waterbending Scroll for 2 mana, and then 6 generic mana, you can draw a card. But this costs 1 less to activate for each island you control, and you guys can see we only have 4 islands and then the Meticulous Archive, so it's only these 6 reduce the cost. So I think you would want to go up a few copies of the island or the Meticulous Archive if you want to be able to reduce the cost all the way down to 0, which did happen in one of the games. I think we were able to just activate the Waterbending Scroll for free, which is really, really nice. But yeah, you might maybe want to go up a few copies of the lands. Honestly, maybe cut 1 copy of Restless. I'll do it for you guys now. But this creature land is also really important. So maybe you just cut 2 copies of this one and go up 2 copies of this one. But now you do have more tapped lands coming in, so it is a little bit tricky. Honestly, if you guys want to say, you know, screw the Waterbending Scroll and maybe go up another copy of Spirit Water Revival, this card maybe secretly MVP of the deck, even though there were a lot of MVP players, but I really, really like this card. So this is actually one that I would like to go up another copy of. So you could maybe go down 1 copy of that one. And then the rest of the deck, yeah, it just works so, so well. Ultima, really good board wipe. Day of Judgment, premium board wipe. Pinnacle Starcage, really good for those early game aggro matchups. Of course, you do need to draw it. Get Lost, premium white removal, and then yeah, 3 steps ahead, consult the star charts, stock up. Those are some of the best cards in blue right now. I know the Boomerang Basics is another really, really good card in the colors of blue right now, but at least in terms of counter spells and draw spells, these 3, consult the star charts, 3 steps ahead, and stock up, premium. I really like It'll Quench Ya because you can also hit the opponent with the super toxic voice lines. I do understand it is pretty toxic, but it's just so funny to hit them with it's the quenchiest when you play It'll Quench Ya on you. And this is really good early on because it counters anything, which I think, and this is another separate tangent, is pretty busted about counter spells. You can literally counter planeswalkers, enchantments, artifacts, creatures. Am I forgetting something? Anyways, you can counter anything, basically. Of course, this one, if the opponent does have the 2 mana to pay for it, it's maybe a little bit useless, even though it's not always super useless, because the opponent might want to play 2 creatures in 1 turn, and if you make them pay the 2, they might be able to pay for the 2, but then they're maybe not able to play another creature that they need, or another enchantment. So I do really like It'll Quench Ya. Card art looks great as well. Sokka with the cactus juice. If you guys know, you know. But yeah, and then finally the Water Crystal. That one just making all of our blue spells cost 1 mana less. So then 3 steps ahead, I always say 5 mana is the magic number where you can go for a counter spell and then draw 2. But with the Water Crystal, that's only 4 mana then. Consult the star charts. And again, when it's really late in the game, you maybe don't need to necessarily draw 2 cards. If you have like 8 cards or 8 lands on the battlefield, just looking 8 cards deep and drawing 1 of them, pretty decent. And again, if you have the Water Crystal, that does only cost 1 mana. Stock up only costs 2 mana then. Wan Shi Tong, you can pump an extra X or mana into the X cost. So if you have 4 mana available and the Water Crystal down, you spend the 2 to cast Wan Shi Tong, and then the 2 mana you have left over to pump him up for 2. But then with the 1 extra reduction from Water Crystal means you can pump him up for 3, which is really, really good. The Legend of Kuruk then only costs 3 mana, and Waterbending Scroll only costs 1 mana, which is really nice. And then, where is it? Spirit Water Revival only costs 2 mana as well. So overall, I did really like the Water Crystal, and we saw in... it was the last game I played. It was a really fun game, so maybe I'll put it on a little bit earlier on in the video. But yeah, we were able to mill the opponent out because we did draw a bunch of cards with Spirit Water Revival. I think we had like 9 cards in hand. Eventually, we found the Water Crystal, and then, yeah, we're able to mill the opponent out for 9. They had just a bunch of kill spells in their hand. It was mono black, and just 1 tiny bat on the battlefield. They were punching in for 1 tiny damage each turn, and yeah, we were able to mill them for 9. That's a pretty good, I would say, value on our side compared to the little bat. So yeah, overall, this was honestly a really competitive deck. I lost 2 games to the Badgermole Cub deck going second, and those are the only games I lost today. All other 5 that we played, we won them, and we won them super handily, guys. I don't really think in any of those games I felt like I was in a ton of trouble. And like I said, it was only against the Badgermole Cub deck going second against each of them, where yeah, you just, on turn 4, they have a Craterhoof Behemoth coming at you, and the other one on turn 3, it was a Simic version of the Badgermole deck where they had the Drunith, I think, and they played a bunch of other creatures. We weren't able to find Pinnacle Starcage, and they eventually played an Ouroboros, so that was a little bit unfortunate, but, you're not going to win all of them, but this deck was really, really competitive, and it was a lot of fun. Normally, Azorius isn't really my cup of tea to play it, but you do need to play it every once in a while because, yeah, it can actually show you that it can be quite a bit of fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the games. If you made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing. It does help me out a lot. And I'm just going to end it like I always end it. Love you guys. Peace out.